to another installment of 5-Minute Licks. I hope you're all fantastic. Last week we did some big stretch legato. This week we're going to do some big stretch chords. So is this a lick or is this just a chord exercise? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. If you think it matters, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to get straight into this. This is something I initially learnt as an exercise, basically to practice a technique called cross-picking. I didn't know it was called cross-picking at the time. Cross-picking is just alternate picking with one note on a string. That's it. It ended up becoming the main chorus guitar part for a ragdoll song called Self-Censored, which I'll show you all at the end. But the idea is to take those Andy Summers style sus2 or sus9 voicings, depending on, whether you're particularly finicky about where a particular interval is voiced, but it's just going to be the key of C sharp. We'll start with a C sharp on fret 4 of the A string. We'll play the 5th interval, which is fret 6 of the D string, and we will play the 9th or the 2nd on fret 8 of the G string. That gives you, that kind of message in a bottle chord in this key. We'll also add the open B string in there, and we can arpeggiate those 4 notes. Like I said, I use alternate picking, so down, up, which is essentially cross picking. You could use fingerstyle, hybrid picking, economy picking, whatever you want, just start with these notes. So it doesn't feel like much of a left-hand exercise yet. What we're going to do is swap out that C sharp note for different bass notes. So the rest of the chord is going to just be this drone. We're going to put in fret 5 on the low E string. That is the flat 6. A. We can use our ring finger to grab fret 7 on the E string, that's the minor 7th, B, and we can again use our first finger to get fret 4 on the low E string, that would be the 5th, which is G sharp, and we can cycle that now. In this particular key, you could get the high E string in there as well, and in the ragdoll song I was talking about earlier, Self-Censored, I do this with a kind of string skipping pattern, something like this. Every now and then on the notes up, I'll just kind of economy pick those back as well. That's a fun one to try. Do you want to cross pick the whole thing? Do you just want to play it as easily as possible? Kind of up to you. You could also move this up into the key of E minor, play it around fret 7 and 9 because B and E are also in the key of E minor. Wonderful sounding chords there. Again, the key B minor would be really cool with this kind of thing. I guess you could do it in A as well. As I always say with these kind of ideas here, just play around with them. And what I like about this is for a lot of playing chords and a lot of licks, we tend to really focus on our first finger and anchoring that. I talked about that on last week's lick, whereas, sometimes you actually want to make the middle finger kind of the pivot point, and these particular chords really highlight that. You get this wonderful moving bass with a drone over the top, and again, the middle finger is the pivot, so the first finger actually gets activated and moves around. It's a great 4-finger exercise, and they're just lovely sounding chords. It quite frankly doesn't sound like an exercise, which is why I like to play it so much. Anyway, I will play you that little bit of the ragdoll song called Self-Censored. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you have any comments or any questions, put them in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'll see you all real soon.